Today is April 12th, 2026, and this video is a continuation of bringing my written narrative to life. Bringing my written narrative to life. I first wrote this content and launched it on LinkedIn, Twitter, TikTok, Instagram, and Facebook on the 16th of February 2026. The topic is protecting women and girls' rights. Many years ago, I worked with the United Nations Children's Fund, where women's rights and girl rights are not taken lightly. These are organizations that advocate very hard and seriously for protecting women and girls' rights. They would have recognized that women are the source of every human being that is moving around earth. So they are very serious in protecting women and girls' rights. Today, I now launch the voice version of my written narrative on YouTube. So, let's talk as to why it is important to protect women and girls' rights. Now, I have worked with the UN, I've worked with a variety of cultures, people from Africa, people from the Middle East, people from China. I've worked with many people from many different backgrounds, and I've understand and learned those cultures. So I remember one of them, their accent is so unique, they would call me Nicola. The emphasis is on the K, but my name is Nicola with a C. Right? Their accent is different. The laughter in board meetings, unforgettable. You have to hear an African laugh, loud, powerful, sending, very strong and meaningful. A Tanzania, equally beautiful. A Senegalese, graceful. And Indians, I work with people from Bangladesh, India, very, very respectful and humble people. So I was aware of working with people with those cultures. For 3 unforgettable years, I had the honor of working with UNICEF, the United Nations Children's Fund. The journey carried me across cultures and continents. Australia, Senegal, South Africa, Tanzania, Nigeria, Australia, India, China, United States, Zimbabwe, all of those areas. Each interaction reminded me that despite differences in culture, background, language, and social class, we are united for one purpose: to protect the safety and health and the rights of women and girls, to stand for equality, and to stand for justice. God placed me among greatness, talents, expertise, integrity, and respect. During that time, I discovered a truth that shaped my life forever. My purpose is to make a positive difference for humanity. Every challenge I face, every voice I helped uplift, every life I touched, it reinforced that mission. And I continue to walk in it today. Where my passion lives, my passion runs deeper, rooted in respect, equality, and the protection of the source, which is the woman, myself, and all the women on earth, despite your race, color, or classification, and her offspring, especially her daughters. As a teenager in Guyana, South America, I witnessed too many stories of rape, domestic violence, and women afraid to leave marriages because of fear, torture, or financial dependence. Education and women development has created progress, but abuse still exists. Growth is visible, yet the work is far from finished. Scroll through today's social media and the evidence remains. Women staying in abusive marriages, relationship, friendship, platonic friendship, sometimes in marriages because of children, because as well of pride. That's why the women is there. They're not going anywhere because of pride. Another area is because of fear until it is too late and they're no more. A difficult conversation, women abusing women, is the hardest thing or activity or action to actually conceptualize that a woman can actually do it or abuse their fellow women, especially thinking that that woman know what it feels like to carry a baby in their womb or in their body for 9 whole months. We often speak rightly about violence committed by men. Data consistently shows that a majority of severe domestic violence and violent crime is committed by men. In the United States, federal crime statistics show that roughly 20 to 25% of violent crimes arrests involve female offenders. And in domestic violent cases, women account for approximately 20 to 30% of the perpetrators, depending on the database. Sexual abuse by women represent a smaller percentage. But here is the harder question. Why do some women abuse other women? Abuse of power does not belong to one gender. It belongs to the character, right? Or lack of it thereof. Okay? So it's not a gender necessarily that does the abuse. Both male or female can do it. But it's the character of the person. Some women in positions of authority misuses influence, status, or affiliation to suppress, intimidate, or harm other women. Sometimes it is fueled by loyalty to powerful men, sometimes by personal gain, sometimes by insecurity. We see that loud and clear. Sometimes by internalized misogyny, adopting and enforcing systems that harm women in order to survive or advance within them. It is painful, it is real, and it must be acknowledged. Women's rights are not protected simply because a woman holds an office. Power without integrity is still abuse. Power without integrity is still abuse. The truth. Equality is not about gender supremacy. It's about justice. It's about accountability. It's about protecting the vulnerable, regardless of who causes the harm. Women can be victims. Women can also be the perpetrators, and acknowledging that does not weaken the movement of women, the movement of women rights. It strengthens it. True advocacy demands honesty. My commitment as an advocate for children and women's rights, I know my calling to make a positive difference for humanity, to speak when silence is convenient, to challenge injustice even when it comes from unexpected places. This is only the beginning of my journey. Let us save the world with our words. Let us join hands. No race barrier, no silence complicity, and no misuse of power. Respect, equality, and protection. Let us protect the women and the girls of the world. Abuse by women to women, it's a sad case. It's unacceptable. And it is terrible. Shame on you women that abuse your fellow women. Peace.